A Kenora woman is turning to anyone she can for help. A deer that visits her yard is in distress. She says the animal somehow got caught in a piece of wire fence and is now walking around and can't fend for itself. She's afraid the deer will die if it isn't helped. CTV's Rajiv Deer combed the streets of Kenora today to find it.
Ask anyone here in Kenora. They'll tell you it isn't unusual to see deer in the city.
There was one in the yard the other day. I don't know how he's ever going to get out.
Every time I come in to see wildlife, I see it in Kenora.
But one deer has caught the attention of this Kenora woman.
Yeah, it's usually right around here in the corner.
For the past 5 weeks, this doe and her 2 young fawns have been visiting Andrea Jarvis's home. The doe's head was first caught in a piece of wire fence, which is now twisted around her mouth. Concerned for her well-being, Jarvis tried to help.
She was kind of coming close to me, and I was trying to cut it off, but she's just too skittish. I couldn't grab it and get the wire cutters around her.
Andrea Jarvis says that her heart went out to the doe and her 2 fawns the moment she saw them. And unlike this deer here, Andrea says, without any help, she doesn't stand a chance.
She can't even lie down. Her neck is forced up, so she can't even lie down properly at night to even keep herself warm or anything.
Fearing the animal would eventually choke or starve to death, Jarvis started making calls.
I called the Kenora vet, and they told me there was a sedative that we could give her.
But the local vet says that might do more harm than good.
It's quite a sensitive issue, sedating or anesthetizing a deer, and they're prone to anesthetic deaths.
The city's mayor says warmer temperatures have led to a spike in the deer population, but adds it's not up to them, but the provincial government to step in.
Our whole response to this whole issue from day one has been we don't manage wildlife. We have a hard enough time managing people and roads and bridges.
The troubled deer's tail has also hit city residents. Although many say they can be bothersome, those we spoke to say officials should help.
You would think there's some kind of humanity around.
The deer has a family to get back to.
Andrea Jarvis believes the message she's getting is to let nature take its course. But because the doe's predicament is due to a man-made problem, she hopes someone will step up to help. Rajiv Deer, CTV News, Kenora.
CTV News contacted the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources. No one returned our calls for comment.